We in the kitchen. You're gonna go on my head. Let's make some crunch wraps. Heat this pan up. So on the bottom, I've already assembled this one. So I heated this up first. Then we did a layer of sour cream, a layer of chips. Then you take the beef and the beans and you heat them up together with cheese on top of them. So that way the cheese is melted already. Then the lettuce, then the tomatoes, then the Guy Fieri chipotle sauce, which is amazing. And then I sprinkle a little more chips. And it's important to keep the chips smaller pieces. I kind of crumpled them up a little bit, because if you leave them big, I found that the big angles of the chips will tend to cut holes in your tortilla. So, let's see. This pan's heating up. I'm just gonna layer a little bit more butter in there. No big deal. And I just dice up it's just iceberg lettuce and tomato. Just dice it up. I got Cabot Colby cheese, which is pretty good. I just use regular Daisy sour cream. Nature's Promise chips from Aldi's. Super yummy. And then tomato. Okay, so this is hot enough. Here's kind of a tricky part. So I'm gonna try to keep that sucker rolled up, right? So I kind of do this number here. And then I'm gonna work my way around. Okay, so the important thing, and what I've found the most difficult part of this, is actually keeping the... Okay, there we go. Shoot. So one thing I am gonna do differently here is some cheese to try to bind this. The first one was an absolute nightmare. Second one was better, but it still just wasn't quite right. All right, so I'm gonna let that start to. So we've got our crunch wrap here. We're gonna start let that melt the cheese. Hopefully that'll act as a nice little binder. Burned thumb, cool. The other most important parts is you need to use a spatula when you take it out of the pan. Otherwise, first time I did it, I just tried to flip it over with my hands and it totally fell apart. So I would just suggest using a spatula to like easier. Alright, so we're ready to flip this, I think. Oh my gosh. All right, put the cheese on the other side the same way we did before and make it match. Look at that! That is the best one I've made so far. Plus, why not a little extra flavor? What the heck? Look at that. Wow. Take a picture of that. The best one I've made yet. Ah! Whoops. Whoops. You gotta be kidding me. That's incredible. That looks so good. Alright, here we go. You got the crunch wrap served up on a plate. Pretty awesome. Crunch. Super yummy. I got a little chipotle Tabasco on the plate to dip it in. Mmm. Good crunch, good flavor. Give it a shot. Let me know what you think. That's a wrap. A crunch wrap.